my son, my youngest son, a teenage boy, is with my wife, my nephew, who is also a teenager, about a year older than my son. My oldest son is also there. My daughter is there as well. There may have been some other people there. All family. I wasn't there. So this young man, and they're having a discussion about one thing or another. They get on a specific topic. And he says, Dad has a weak pullout game. I'm gonna let that just marinate for a few. I'm the dad, by the way, that he's talking about. So I have a weak pullout game. We have 4 children. He's the youngest. I have a weak pullout game. So now, it's actually the first time that I've heard that phrase, period. So it took me a few to just let it simmer, understand it, gather my thoughts around it. My wife told me this. Your son says you have a weak pullout game. Okay. Maybe he's right. I mean, after all, if it's being judged on the fact that he's got multiple siblings, maybe. I have a weak pullout game. So, is he wrong? I don't know. What gets me is, here is a teenage boy uttering the words, Dad has a weak pullout game. When he's making the statement, I'm wondering if he understands what. I mean, I get that he understands what he's saying when he's saying it, right? Dad has a weak pullout game. But does he understand? You don't exist if my pullout game isn't weak. So, for those of us that may not be up to speed, the young man is essentially saying, I'm a little slow when it comes to pulling out. By the time I decide to pull out, I could be listening to a new Crime Baby in 9 months. Perhaps. I think. Maybe 10 months. But it's something to think about. This is how he views me, his dad, his coach, his mentor, his hero, I hope, as someone who has a weak pullout game. I sat the young man down and I explained. I said, hey, you know, maybe it wasn't about a weak pullout game at all. Maybe it was what was supposed to be that particular time. He didn't want to hear it. 4 kids later, my pullout game is weak. I guess I gotta live with it. It's the young man's way of thinking. They come up with hip terminology, phrasings, and to that teenage boy, and I guess the folks who were around him when he said it, I will be known as the dad with the weak pullout game. I guess I just have to embrace it. There could be worse things. His mother laughed when he said it. She laughed when she told me. I guess I gotta laugh. What can you do? I guess maybe looking back now, perhaps it is funny. I have a weak pullout game. If it's something that stayed within the family, fine. But I'm guessing that this young man may have had that same conversation outside of that circle. Perhaps telling his friends, perhaps his friends told him, wow, you are part of multiple siblings, more than the 2.5 recommended number, then your dad must have a weak pullout game. Perhaps that's how it went. And it was embedded in his head, to which he then brought it home, got around a conversation, thought about it, and then just uttered it. Dad has a weak pullout game. What can you do? Kids today. All right. I'll take that with me.